All right, what up? I was just going to talk about the freaking sleep token hate because I've been seeing so much of it recently in just the YouTube space, and I think it's just super uncalled for. Because look, and this is coming from someone who's genuinely not really a huge sleep token fan. I mean, I love their drummer though, because I'm a drummer. Gotta love their drummer. But he's really creative. I like the way he plays. It's very satisfying and it works really well. But it's just like, okay, this is what I want to talk about. Like all these old heads and all these people who just love all the metal that's been in the scene for a long time, who used to like the new metal when it came out, which changed the genre, have been just hating on Sleep Token. They're not understanding why people like it. They're not understanding anything of what they stand for. And it's just like, it's really upsetting because it's just like, I mean, like, I can understand you don't like it. And I personally don't like it very much either. His singing style is honestly not my favorite. That aside, I think he's a great singer. I think he tries to add a bit more of that like emo mixed with like the 2000s kind of pop sound with these super heavy metal chugging sounds, and it's super cool, and I love the way that they blend the sounds of those two, like these kind of more poppier hits with these crazy breakdowns. It's super cool, and the drummer is amazing. The time that he uses like triplets, I love it. I love his triplets. They're amazing. I love his cymbal work. He's very good. And like I think I've listened to a few Sleep Token albums. I've listened to whatever Alkaline, that song. I've listened to that album, and I've also listened to the Summoning album. I can't remember what their names are top of my head. But like yeah, like even Anthony Fantano recently, I don't actually know what he said in his video, but I saw that he had posted it as one of the worst albums to come out this year. And it's just like, dude, come on. Like, are you serious? I just, I think that he's thinking for himself. And it's like, you can't deny that they have a huge following. They're huge. And it's like all these younger people are kind of getting into it. And it's like, I think it's great. I think it's great. It's a new thing in metal. They're doing a lot of new things, I feel like. And a lot of people are hating on them for that. But it's like all these old heads just in here really thinking that they have a place to even talk about them. Like you don't even understand what's going on. I'm never going to discredit any artist for doing anything new. I would seriously rather an artist make this weird ass wacky album that no one was asking for, but it was totally different and new, and I didn't really like it, but I would still support it because it's something new. You got to do something new. Like I see a lot of artists who get one successful thing and then they just never change. They never change. They don't do a single thing. They might go a little bit out of their range. They'll be like, "We're doing slightly country this time." Like, congrats. I, I don't know, but I mean, like, Sleep Token honestly hasn't done a lot in their kind of like plane. But I would just, I will never be upset with people who try to change. And I think that's what's good about music. And it's like, I think, like even look when Kurt Cobain came out, a lot of the people didn't like him. Hella people didn't like him because he had all these, like simple riffs, simple chords, and he would just scream and he would just break shit on stage. And everyone was like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" And all of the fans were going insane and they loved him. And he's been one of the pillars of rock now. And it's just like I see all these people who have loved all these types of bands like Nirvana and Jimi Hendrix and all these people who were very polarizing people. I mean, maybe not Jimi Hendrix as much, but he was changing the scene. I'll just say that much. And they're now like shitting on this because they don't like it and they want everyone to be brought down to their level. And I think that's the kind of shit we just need to get rid of in kind of the music scene because it's so upsetting. Like what like I don't know, it's crazy to me that these people are saying these things about Sleep Token. But yeah, I mean that's kind of my opinion. I would like to hear, y'all's in the description, but it or description, the comments. Um yeah, I guess what else was I gonna say? I was gonna say, oh yeah, about Kurt Cobain. It was like when he came out and Dave Mustaine was saying all this shit about him, never liked him, you know. And there's like that one interview clip you see him, and he's like, I think there's like a female, and she's like, "Hey, what do you think about Kurt Cobain?" And he's like, "Well, I think he had a good shot." Like, really, dude. I mean, Dave Mustaine's a whole nother thing. I won't get started. I won't get started. I don't like him personally, and I can understand. But that's the thing. I don't like him. That's fine. He did a lot of influential stuff. Megadeth is huge. But am I ever gonna come out and be like, man, his music, worst album of the year when it came out? Like, okay. I mean, like, I guess you can say that's your opinion, but it's just like people are going to watch that and absorb your like opinions and your thoughts. And I just don't think we need people in music to tell other people what is good and bad. If your album, if you love Sleep Token and you're upset that they got, uh, Anthony Fantano's rating of worst album of the year, you should just forget about it because it doesn't apply to you. You like what you like. I like a lot of weird music too. I love a lot of the emo shit. There's a lot of scram bands I like, which are coming in. A lot of my friends have, showed me some of them. And I love them. Versus Self is one of those. I went out to their show and I loved it. But I can understand how they're polarizing and no one's really attacking them. But I'm just saying, in order for change to happen, we need these kind of accepting opinions because it's like, if you don't like them, that's okay. But it's like, your name says a lot when you say the things you do about these bands. And I just don't think that's really fair. Um, but yeah, I mean that's really it. I'm kind of rambled a bit at the end, but yeah, leave in the comments your thoughts. I'm gonna respond because I want this to be an open discussion. But yeah, talk to y'all later.